My name is Anthony Montez, and I wrote The Last Train, which was based on my play Subway Suicide. I wrote Subway Suicide was kind of personal to me on July 4th, 1983. I was living in New York, struggling, working 3 jobs just to pay my rent, struggling to get work as an actor. I wasn't in a relationship. And it looked and felt like this was the way my life was going to be. So I decided to jump in front of a train. And as soon as I hit the tracks, I thought of my mother.
I'm Sierra Danielle, and I produced and starred in The Last Train. And immediately I really responded to the part of Rain, which just related so much to her demons and her struggle, because I had been in a place like that earlier in my life. Growing up, I suffered from a lot of depression, a really, really dark depression. I was anorexic and practiced self-mutilation, and I did drugs, but mostly it was just great self-hatred. I suffered from sexual abuse. I think that's why I was able to relate to Rain. My circumstances are different than hers, but despair, depression, self-hatred, fear, just all of that darkness I had in common. I know what that's like.
I've had two dear friends who committed suicide. The first was about a decade ago, and then most recently, just on New Year's Eve, somebody who I'd worked with on Supernatural for many years took his life. For a long time I was secretive about it because I thought, incorrectly I see now, but I thought that if I was open about my sadness, it would almost make people feel worse. In practice, I've learned it's been the opposite. And going oh my God, it's been amazing to hear you're sad, because now I realize depression and anxiety, they'll go after anybody. And I sought help to go, listen, I don't have the proper toolbox to deal with this.
It was crazy how we pulled it all together, but it was really, really beautiful. And we sold out every show, and we did a Q&A after every show talking about our experiences with suicide or suicidal thoughts, depression, and how we've overcome that.
And I never had this experience. Just almost everybody would stay afterwards and wanted to talk. And they wanted to share their own stories with us. Halfway through the run, this woman, Amanda, had contacted us. Her daughter had tried to take her own life.
Sounds good. 35, take 1.
Stand by. And camera set.
On a money-making machine. Come on, can I have a cigarette? Ask Rain. Would you eat your lip I really don't like yours.
I'm Charity's mother. The first time she attempted suicide, she chose herself to go into treatment. And having to sit there on this cold, uncomfortable couch as she explained to the doctor that she wanted to die. And as a mom, sitting there and hearing these things from your kid, it was tough. It was really, really hard. That was changing. It just changed my life.
This is not wine.
That's a cut. Sound.
Good.
Sound, how was that for you, sir?
Okay.
If I could say anything to people who might be currently dealing with depression or anxiety or suicidal thoughts and being quiet about it, is you're not alone. And allow yourself to be impressed by humanity and by other people. I think when you're dealing with these struggles and you get that tunnel vision, you kind of feel like everybody's against you, and you haven't even given them the chance. A lot of people who I have had the opportunity to meet and the pleasure to meet have thanked me for the Always Keep Fighting campaign and for the message. And luckily, I've had the opportunity to tell them something back. But for those who I have not had the opportunity to tell this back to, if you're thinking, thank Jared for the Always Keep Fighting campaign, I want to say thank you for the Always Keep Fighting campaign. I'm only a part of it, and it's meaningful to me as well. So you're welcome, but thank you, and please tell me you're welcome back, because it means a lot to me.